Hello guys and welcome back to some Frosti-Town. And wait, is this recording? Okay, so we're gonna be making a body. So I'm gonna do a quick tutorial. So the first thing what we're going to do is always use a skeleton. It's a good thing to use a skeleton. So I'm gonna bring this down to right about here, and we're gonna bring this up in here, and we are going to bring it over here. Now a quick tip is the shoulder muscle. Let me dynamish this to something like 80. A shoulder muscle has 3 heads. Okay, so it's going to not this it's going to be attached all the way backwards over here. Okay, so that's the shoulder muscle, and then there's a front head, and you're gonna take this and it's something like this. So that's your shoulder muscle, and your traps obviously are going to be going up like this, and it's gonna go up like this. That's your trap muscles. Okay, now I'll show you a technique. Basically, if you take a sphere and you bring it down and bring it up over here, and you do something like this. Let's bring it over here. So basically your chest muscle has 3 layers. Okay, so let's bring it down. Your chest muscle, the lowest layer of your chest muscle, is attached to over here. That's your lowest chest muscle. And your middle chest muscle is similarly attached to over here. Let's just split on mass points and bring this down. Select this and bring this down. And your upper chest muscle is attached to over here. Okay, so this is, let me just mirror and weld this. So this is basically your chest. Okay, so you, and this is attached to your above the armpit. This is attached to over here. So, and this is attached over here. This is not attached over to this side. This is attached over here. So this is your chest muscle, and what we are going to do is we're going to go here, and we're going to go into subtool, and we're going to go and we are going to select this guy, and we're going to merge down. Okay, so we have something like this, and then let's do a 104 dynamish. Now you have a basic idea. Now you can now you can easily make a chest, because you have a guideline of how to make those strokes. So you have something like this. Okay, so we're gonna bring this here, and we are going to merge down. So you have a chest muscle. The next thing what we are going to do is we are going to just add some mass over here. Just smooth it out a bit. And as you can see, this bone, we're gonna bring it up over here. Gonna mix it up. As for, we'll take care of the neck later. So this is your chest, and your shoulder, it has 3 heads. Okay, now the first head that I mentioned, is over here, like this. It's attached because it's attached over here, so the first head is over here. The front head is coming from here, and the middle head is from here. And what we can do is we can move this down over here, and then we can add some mass over here, and this is coming from here, and this is, so the rear delt is something like this, and the front delt something like this. And then you can easily make a line. This is the rear delt. You don't need to be very thorough, very accurate, but you should have a basic sense of how a shoulder look like. It's so we have something like this, and let's go to clay tubes, and let's kind of make it bigger, because the chest and every area is bigger, so we should make this bigger. So we have something like this, and let's go to move tool and bring it down to right about here. I'll teach you a technique for the back. Go to clay buildup brush, and the traps are like this. The traps are like this. These are, I think, the rhomboids, and the lats are like this. So what you're gonna do is, you see those V-taper thingies? You're gonna bring this out, bring this in, so you have something like this, and we need to move the brush, use the move brush, bring it out, and do the clay buildup over here like this. So we have something like this, and the lat muscles the lat muscles come like this, so you have something like this. So let's get rid of the super skeleton. So you have something like this. Then you go to dam standard, and that's your lat muscles. So there you go. Now, so you have a basic back now. Maybe the basic back is a bit too outside, so maybe we should bring it back inside, like something like this. Alright, the next thing what you're gonna do is keep in mind that just leave first 1, 2. Forget about this rib. 1, 2. And all of these have a muscle called serratus. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a one muscle here, one muscle here, one muscle here. Okay, so we have something like this. Let's keep it to 104. Then what we are going to do is a collarbone is like a motorcycle. Use a standard brush for this. Make something like this and go something like this. So you have a motorcycle from the top. It's like a motorcycle handle. So you have something like this. And then what you can do is you can use a clay builder brush and you can stroke it, use strokes as I made the muscles. One here, this is the lower, this is the middle, and this is the upper. So if you use strokes like that, you'll know how to make a chest muscle. And then when don't do this, do this only when you have complete confidence that you can easily make a chest muscle. So we're gonna do this, this, and this muscle is dashed over here, so we're gonna do it with something like this. And then what we're going to do is we're gonna use a damp standard brush and bring something like this. So we have a chest muscle, and so we have something like this. And we're going to use a clay builder brush, and there's a technique to this. Just add some very light clay. Use a damp standard. Very lightly add a line in the middle like this, and use a damp standard brush and just make a ab shape. Everybody has different ab insertions. Just lightly just pick up a bodybuilder magazine or something and just look at those ab insertions, and then just use a clay buildup on it like this. So you have something like this. Another technique is using a standard brush and pressing Alt. Let's dynamesh this to not 200 to 120, and use Alt and use a standard brush. Press Alt and dig in a little bit. Creates a nice, those peaks and valleys, and then do a little bit of dynamesh. Similarly over here, as I said, the chest muscle are basically going like this, and this. So you seen those wrestlers like Batista and John Cena, they have like a ripple in their chest. So use a standard brush and press Alt and just do this. So you have like that. flex shape. Maybe I overdid it. Small brush, and there we go. And just no, that's too much. No, just a little bit. No, that's not natural. I think we should do something like this. Yeah, this seems natural. So you have something like this. Okay, now if you want to now if you want to make the lats bigger, you can make them bigger, but they're always bigger through here, and you have something like this. Okay, so you have a torso over here. So that's how you make a torso. And then you can easily just put more details in there. This should be more like this. Alright, now the other thing that we are going to do is, many people, as me too, have problem with the biceps. Sorry. So what we are going to do is, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go muscle by muscle. I'm going to bring this up, bring this over here, bring this over here. We are going to hide that, and we're going to make this small, bring it here. And what we're going to do is, we're going to use a move brush, and we're going to attach this over here. Let's attach this over here. And we're going to do the same thing, split on mask points. I'm pressing Control, and I can copy it, and always remember to split on mask points, otherwise this whole mesh is going to be one mesh. You won't get to choose between the two. So you have something like this. So you have a inner head and an outer head, and we're going to mirror and weld this, and we're going to mirror and weld this. Next thing what we're going to do is, we're going to add another sphere, and I'm going to bring it up, bring it here, make it small, bring it somewhere right about here, put it over here, and make it small, and use a move brush. And this is going to be our middle head. This is going to be our middle head. Okay, and we're gonna gizmo and then Control, split on mask points, and this is going to be our head on the right side. I don't know what to call it. Split on mask points, and we're gonna bring this, smooth it out a bit, bring this somewhere like this. So you have 3 heads, hence the horseshoe shape for bodybuilders. Mirror and weld, mirror and weld, mirror and weld. The next thing what we're going to do is, we're going to select this guy, and we're going to merge all of them, and we're going to give it 136, maybe 128. and we're gonna dynamesh this. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna bring this back, bring this in. So you have your basic shapes. Alright. Now you're gonna go into clay builder brush and press X, and now you know the middle head is this one, so you're just gonna focus on this one, and that's the outer head, and that's the inner head, that's your tricep. So we're just gonna close that hole, and what you're going to do is you're going to focus on the head that is pointed inwards, and you're going to focus something like this. Just bring it somewhere like this. And we're going to go into dam standard. That's your inner, that's your tricep. Use clay tubes. I'm gonna make this bigger. I'm gonna use dam standard brush, and we're going to make something like this, and we're going to use a standard brush, and we're just gonna alt and just bring it down right about here, and there's a head going up causing the separation, so we're gonna bring it just a little bit like this, and I'm gonna use a clay build-up like this, and I'm gonna use a standard brush, and we're gonna create some peaks and valleys like this. And you can always make the biceps bigger like this, so you have something like this, so you have really bulky biceps. So I wanted to help people out in the areas where I was lacking. One was the torso, and one was the biceps. Now I'm doing this in a hurry. but if you take your time, you can make beautiful biceps compared to this one. I can too, but I just want to give a rough sketch. Can do something like this. And always make a bicep inwards, like this head inwards, because the bicep just from the front like this is kind of boring. It doesn't it doesn't looks good. Doesn't look good. This looks, this looks a little bit stylish. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share. As always, stay frosty, and Frosti-Town signing out.